Welcome back everybody, Orange Track Outlaws, and tonight we're going to restore this Hot Wheels Redline Monza. Pretty cool looking car here, chrome edition. You can see though a lot of that chrome is peeling, flaking off of there. It's overall it's really not too bad a shape other than that chrome. It is peeling a little bit, decals are peeling a little bit, wheels are beat up a little bit. But what we want to do with this car is I want to try something I haven't tried before, painting these super chromes. So we're going to try and paint this thing with the Molatow Chrome pen ink or whatever you want to call it. But I have the bulk tube. We're going to put that in an airbrush and spray that chrome on, see if we can't get a nice result on this thing and bring it back to life. So here's what we started with here. We got a Redline Monza. You can see that chrome has been, this car's been played with pretty well. That chrome's all coming off everywhere. It does have a plastic base, which is not the best, but it is what it is. You can see the windshield needs a lot of love too, and those wheels. The red line's coming off the wheels. Some of the chrome's coming off. We'll have to get that fixed. But first things first, here I'm going to drill these heads off here. Get this thing taken apart. We'll get that body in the sandblaster, get that thing cleaned up, and we'll be ready to start putting our new paint on there. So got the heads drilled off and taking a little screwdriver, try to pry this thing apart just in case you left a little burr on there or something. A little screwdriver will help. Just gently, peel it apart and it should come off. So we've got really only 3 parts to this. We got our plastic chassis. That's going to clean up nice with some soapy water. Probably not going to do too much with that, but we will work on these axles and get them wheels figured out. The interior here, it's that blue color plastic, kind of a one piece. That will clean up with some soapy water, and we'll probably end up polishing the windshield and the rear window. And our body here, this thing's going to go straight to the sandblaster, get cleaned up, and try to start fresh and see what we can do. So I do have some new tampos to put on there. We're going to make it look just how it was brand new. Hopefully that's the goal. So here's a look at it out of the sandblaster. I'm going to go right into our little wire wheel box here and get it cleaned up. Try to get all that sandblast residue off there. And hopefully our body is in good enough shape that we won't have to do too much alterations there to get it looking nice and smooth. Not even quite sure how this this Molatow Chrome is going to airbrush. I know I've seen some other people on YouTube try it, and it seems to turn out okay. Probably not the it's definitely not the most economical way to do things when you do these super chromes. That stuff's a little on the expensive side. You go spraying that stuff all the time and it might get pricey, but we're going to try it on this one for the first time and see if we can't get a good result here. So this thing's looking pretty good. We'll get it cleaned up with some soapy water, a little degreaser, and get this thing ready for some paint. So I'm going to start off with some flat black primer. I've always found, and most of the chrome bottles and whatnot, say it works best on a black undercoat. So we're going to put a black primer coat on here before we spray our chrome, and primer is also going to help to fill any imperfections in the body and whatnot that we may have missed and try to make it look a little more smooth. So I'm all about it. So here's our Molatow liquid chrome. This is what we're going to use. We're just going to dump this pretty much right into our airbrush. We're not going to thin it or do anything else to it. I'm just going to try to spray this thing nice and light. Get a nice base coat going onto it, and that chrome it looks so good coming right out of there. I don't think it's going to take a whole lot of coats and a whole lot of effort to make it look good, but I do want it to look smooth, and hopefully we get no runs and no orange peel looking bubbles and whatnot on there. Definitely the goal. So it's going to go nice and light here, and try to get best full coverage as I can And right now I'm just looking for anything that really just doesn't look quite right with how the paint's sitting. And if it doesn't look smooth or whatnot, you're just trying to even things out and make it look like it's, you know, nice chrome, you know, try to get your reflection out of it. That's the goal here. So it's looking pretty good, at least for the first go around at it. We're gonna let this dry for a little bit. As you can see, I mean, it's chrome. It's looking pretty good. It'd be hard to tell when we're all done, hopefully, if you know, that it's not new. But so here we are. After we got everything cleaned up, ready for assembly here. I did end up hitting the chassis with a little flat black just to cover any scratches and whatnot that was up there. You can take a look at our interior. We got that nailed down and polished. It looks great. Here's a look at our body, guys. This thing turned out awesome. Put some new tampos on there and put about 2 or 3 coats of clear coat on there, and this thing looks amazing. I'm really impressed on how well it turned out. I may have to resort back to this method for some other cars that I kind of have waiting in line here. So it really didn't take as much paint as I thought it would. You know, worrying about like the cost per car and all that to start spraying that liquid chrome, it really wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Definitely not gonna do it on every car, but now that I see the kind of results that it can do, definitely try it again on another one. But got this bad boy all snapped in back together. Got a couple self-tapping screws. We'll get these things sunk down in here, and then we'll get him up on the turntable and kind of show you guys the final product in some nice light. But I'm just really happy how this thing turned out. This is going to look good in the case. First super chrome I've done, and hopefully it won't be the last. So just about got this thing assembled, and it is looking sharp. That gloss coat is really shining. So really happy how this one turned out. So quick look back here. This is what we started with, our Hot Wheels Redline Monza Edition Super Chrome Redline. So chrome plating is peeling off just about everywhere. Tampos are on there still pretty well, but they're still peeling in some places, and on the top of the car they're coming off, and you can see the wheels have been played with and getting a little ratty. So clean all that stuff up, make this guy look brand new, and this is what we ended up with here. I'm telling you what, this is a sharp looking car. Those tampos really set off, you know, on that chrome paint. The wheels are looking good. Those things are looking brand new. Got some new tires on there, so they're nice and brand new chrome. Well, you can see the red. You can see that windshield is just shining. That thing cleaned up real well after we did have to polish it a couple times, and then dunked it in the floor cleaner, and it just turned out awesome. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching here. This is just a quick little restoration. It was kind of a test, and it turned out really well. But if you like what you saw, please hit that like, subscribe, and check out the other restorations, the other customs, and the other racing if you like that racing type of thing. And look out for some more videos on the way. Got a couple lined up here, got to edit up and get out there. So keep an eye out, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.